In several days, Levi will die, joining the long line of friends he leaves outside his door. That is his destiny. But first, he must continue, trying to build the humble home he so deserves, trying to dodge the skimpy-dressed people who shamble across the streets, their clothes hanging off, their skin hanging off, their modesty long lost to the teeth that chomp into the skin. Searching long for a generator, worried about the dwindling power, he clunks, he clunks, he clunks, he clunks, he bloomin' clunks. Stop clunking, do something else, Levi. He then finds a collection of people, signifying that indeed there may be civilization nearby. Perhaps these people have power. These look fresh, only lost to the virus, lost to the bite recently. Levi continues, creeping outside the door, running through the fence, watching Mrs. Simmons. Suddenly, the boards on the window imply there be survivors nearby. With a crash, a bang and a wallop, a past friend goes down. We must get inside, he thinks. Thinking we, he doesn't know who the we is anymore. I must get inside. I'm barricading the windows, dodging the relentless marchers of misery. He goes in. At pace, an unhuman pace, he searches. He finds a mother lode. But yet he can't transport what he needs. So he seeks some petrol, or gas, or fuel, or wherever in the world his friends once lived. Equipped with the red can of confidence, he attracts the hordes, the bright colour bringing them in like a bull to a matador. On he goes, searching, searching, searching for some wheels. Only to find some wheels. Crazy Taxi, a game from his past, a distant memory. He has to get out of there fast. He can hear the groans, the grumbling, the undead. They come in. He drives out. He shakes it all about. Still, he needs his generator. But first, a fuel stop. A chance to refuel for the future. To create a vehicle for success. A vehicle for survival. A vehicle to carry the heavy load of power stored within the generation of power. He visits home. Tired. Driven weary by the drive. He unloads his car. And he unloads his anger. A new day dawns, and still the generator is nowhere to be found. So Ow! He creeps on, crawling the car. There's no one to pick up. The taxi, defunct now with the emblance of society. Emblance? It's not a word he recognises. Perhaps he's been too long alone. Finding the generator, his spirits raise, but only to be driven down once again by the chopper's cacophony of crisis. He finds shelter, welcomes in, one only to shut the door before number 2 decides to come. He has a plan. Perhaps the helicopter won't follow us. Perhaps I drive away. Perhaps I go back. Ready to find the way. The way forward is red, metal, humming when fueled with the juice of life, of civilization. He realizes though, what do these controls mean? I need to find the relevant resources to teach me how to use this mystery and magic device. But yet, everywhere he searches, he cannot find the relevant tome of knowledge required to help him switch on the bleeding thing. He's getting angry with himself now. He's giving up. He thinks perhaps you just follow me into these woods and take me to the future peace that is rest, eternal. He needs to rest. His mind is wandering into dark territories, not able to open a door. He has a quick rest, only to go once again. Something isn't right today. Something doesn't feel on, let's say. But as the saying goes, let's make hay. Show me the way to Amarillo. He shakes his head. His brain doesn't feel on, doesn't feel off. His body temperature, not right. Has he been bit? Have I been bit? Have you been bit? Putting it down to isolation, he carries on, searching everywhere he can for this manual of madness that will teach him how to use this generator of greatness. And he thinks, you know what? I'll keep driving. I'll keep driving today, through the hordes, through the harrowing shambles of people. I will try somewhere new, but first, I need to rest my weary eyes. And he feels happy, certain that a new day will bring some goodness. He thinks, I know. I remember that convenience store on the edge of town. That has a bookcase, plenty manuals. I'll go search there. I'm sure someone's left a helpful generator there. A generator, he thinks? A generator manual. Again, he thinks to himself, nothing's working. Something isn't right in my brain. All of a sudden he wakes up, behind the wheel. Was he dreaming? Had he fallen asleep? It all got a bit weird then. He goes inside, grabs some food, defecates on the floor, and checks his map. When all of a sudden he hears a roar, a grunt. Caught unawares! He's on... What was that? What was that, he thinks. He looks down at his arm. Oh God! It's happened. Bitten, he takes a methodical decision to unravel his clothes, leave his rucksack for a kinder soul, equip a hammer, equip a baseball bat. Fresh like a newborn, he decides, I refuse to go quietly into the night. I will take as many as I can with me. Hotter and hotter and hotter he gets. He doesn't want to be found naked. He takes the clothes as if the enemies. He welcomes them in and realizes he doesn't want to die. Running away out the window, he goes, he finds safety. He goes! Oh!